River Rocks. I'm Cooper.
And I'm Ryan. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Face the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
This is just a friendly reminder that NJHS applications are due this Friday, October 28th. See you there.
The Fall Fest is this Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Prices go up to $20 on Thursday, so make sure to get your tickets soon.
Now let's watch this about bullying prevention.
Bullying can happen to anyone, and it can happen anywhere. You can be bullied about how you look, what you are good at, or not good at, where you come from, or who your friends are. Bullying can be physical, someone hurting or shoving you, or stealing your belongings. Verbal, teasing and name-calling, or someone saying mean things about you. Or social, being left out of a group, or someone sending you nasty messages or images. But bullying is not the same as when you don't get on with someone or you have a fight one time. That's not okay, but it's not bullying. Bullying is when someone uses power they have over you to try and hurt or upset you again and again. Anyone can bully another person. Bullying can be someone with lots of friends spreading rumours about someone with only a few friends. Someone who is good at sport or at schoolwork regularly teasing someone else who isn't. A strong kid pushing a smaller kid over when a teacher is not supervising. A confident person calling a quiet person names to stop them from joining in lunchtime games. Or when someone keeps on sending nasty messages to someone else in a chat group online. You might feel scared, worried, or sad. These sorts of feelings can stop you from enjoying things, doing your schoolwork, wanting to go to school, and even sleeping. Even people who see bullying happen to other people can feel worried or sad. You feel like you can't stop it, and that can feel awful. But there are some things you can do. If you're being bullied, you can ignore them, tell them to stop and then walk away. Pretend you don't care and act confident even if you don't feel it at the time. Find somewhere safe. Get support from your friends. Talk to an adult who can help. If bullying happens online, leave the conversation or chat. Block and report the person. Protect yourself by using privacy settings on your mobile phone and social media, and keep records of any online bullying, like saving messages or taking screenshots. If you see someone being bullied in person, you can support them by walking away with them. If you feel safe to do so, you can stand up for them. If you see someone being bullied online, you could support them by saying something to end the bullying or leave the conversation. Remember, don't ever join in with bullying or do the same nasty things back to them. If the bullying doesn't stop, talk to someone like a parent, teacher, or other adult who can help. Keep asking for support until the bullying stops. Bullying is never okay. If you are being bullied, there are things you can do. You can get help and bullying can be stopped.
For Bullying Prevention Awareness Month, we will make bracelets with anti-bullying messages and other inspirational messages during lunch tomorrow in room A1. No need to sign up, but only the first 30 students will be admitted.
Class Club will meet in room D3 Wednesday at lunch. Come meet new friends, have some Halloween fun, and find out how you can help homeless animals.
Here's your daily dose of positivity. Those who judge will never understand, and those who understand will never judge. Unknown.
That's it for today. I'm Cooper.
And I'm Ryan.
But please stay tuned. In the event of an emergency, each classroom is equipped with a Keep the Pressure kit, like the one you see here. Teachers, at this conclusion of this segment, please take a moment to show your students the location of the Keep the Pressure kit in your classroom. Thank you, and now please watch this.
Hi there, I'm Cambria Lawrence.
And my name is Macy Lawrence. We're here to tell you about a product that we created called Keep the Pressure.
We love living in Santa Clarita. The weather's great and there's lots to do. However, we're also in an area with earthquakes and other potential events that could cause injury. Hospitals that specialize in trauma, like the Henry Mayo Newhall Hospital, help to educate our community about what to do if someone's bleeding. With our Keep the Pressure campaign, we want to continue this education and take it to the next step by providing you with bleed kits. These are kits that can be used to stop bleeding and save lives.
Most simple bleeding can be stopped by applying firm, direct pressure. But when the bleeding becomes more severe, something else needs to happen. This is when the bleed kit will come in handy. The purpose of this video is to show you what the bleed kit looks like, what's inside it, and how to use this life-saving tool. We have some Valencia High School MSA students here with us today to help with the demonstration part of the video.
First, I would like to introduce you all to the Keep the Pressure bleed kit. Please notice the end caps on either side. These can be easily removed by squeezing the tube and popping them off, like so. Inside the kit, there are 6 items that you will need to be familiar with. Quick clot gauze, a compression dressing. This is much like an ACE bandage wrap that you would use for an ankle sprain. Small trauma shears to cut open clothing and get better access to a wound. A survival wrap, 2 gloves, and a tourniquet. There are 2 of these.
Let's learn how to use a tourniquet. A tourniquet is for injuries to the arms or legs. It can be wrapped tightly around the arm or leg, and it actually pinches off the blood flow, which stops the bleeding, just like turning off a hose at the source. Let's use our model here as an example. Let's say he has an arm injury that's bleeding heavily. What you want to do is wrap the tourniquet around his arm 2 to 3 inches above the wound. Velcro it tightly, being careful to avoid the rod clips. It will be tight, but not nearly tight enough to stop the bleeding. It should be tight enough that the tips of 3 fingers aren't able to fit under the band. If it's too loose, retighten it. Now twist the rod until the bleeding stops. And secure the rod into the rod hook. Pro tip: it should be so tight that the tourniquet feels uncomfortably tight. Next, wrap the remaining strap over the rod and secure it all with the time strap. If possible, take a marker and write the time that the tourniquet was placed on the time strap. If the bleeding continues, further tighten the tourniquet or add a second tourniquet above the first. Leave the tourniquet on until the patient's in the hospital. Easy peasy, you just saved someone's life.
Okay, what if someone's bleeding from an area where you can't place a tourniquet, like the neck, chest, or stomach? This is where the quick clot gauze can save lives. This is the very special kind of gauze that is saturated with kaolin, basically a type of clay, that will help the body form clots and stop bleeding faster. You may need to use the trauma shears in this instance to get better access to the wound. The gauze needs to be packed tightly, not just placed over the top. We have a demonstration arm to show you how this works. Using a gloved finger, tightly pack the gauze into the wound. And use the excess gauze over the top for compression. Pro tip: you can also use the quick clot gauze in a wound if a tourniquet isn't completely stopping the bleeding. Since most bleeding stops with pressure, we've included a compression dressing as well.
This is basically a special elastic wrap that makes it easier to apply constant pressure to a bleeding wound.
This is the compressive dressing. Unwrap the dressing and place the bandaged portion over the wound, like so. Secure the back of the dressing to the Velcro and continue to wrap tightly around the arm. When you come to the end, secure the hook to the dressing.
Don't take it off to check if it's working. If it's bleeding through the wrap, put more pressure on that site. Leave the compressor dressing on until the paramedics arrive.
Use this survival blanket provided in the kit or any other clothing or blanket to keep a patient warm, because cold patients tend to bleed more. It is important to know that all of these items can be used individually or together to save someone's life. It's also important to address severe bleeding quickly. It is our goal to give you the tools you need to help your classmates or teachers if they ever need this kind of help.
Remember to keep the pressure.